know, um, if someone says that. Tough, tough, tough thing. But we'll find out. You know me. We will find out how this thing is going to play out with college football. I'm still sticking to my 12 games for NFL. Is that we'll have a postponement or something like that. Again, I mean, if they get through it, it will be great. That's my hope that we all get through it with nothing, because you don't want anything to happen to these kids or anybody else. But I'm just trying to be, realistic, with this. This is something that is here. So, and something else also is here is that break time. So we're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we get into some MLB news. We're going to talk Houston Astros, man. Houston Astros. I'm probably going to lose my mind. And Cleveland, one of their players, boy, just haven't learned a thing yet. We'll talk about that and more on the other side of the break. It's the Wait a Minute Show. We'll be back after these words.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Vince Wright, the sports governor, and you know me from the Sports Done Right show. But when I'm not doing Sports Done Right, I'm in the executive mansion chilling with the Wait a Minute Show. That's right, Jelani Lopan. Indeed. Keep it tuned here, y'all. The Wait a Minute Show. My name is Vince Wright, and I approve this message.
Attention, all sports fans! If you're someone who wakes up each morning with lists of sporting events to go along with your to-do list for the day, then you just might be a diehard. The world of sports is as vast as the ocean is deep, including the major leagues, the minor leagues, the college, and everything in between. This is me, your boy Larry B of IE Sports Radio, welcoming you to join me every Monday evening at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on The Defining Moment, a show that focuses on what really matters in the sports world, sports themselves, and nothing outside of them. Once again, tune in for The Defining Moment with me, your boy Larry B, every Monday evening at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on IE Sports Radio, right here on Spreaker.com. We'll see you there.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give me, Doug Stewart, your local New York Life agent, a call. I can help you build a solid financial future to help you and your family be good at life. You can reach me at 678-770-8073 or look for me at NewYorkLife.com.
Do you want your next Atlanta event to be memorable? If so, have Drinking Color at your next function. Drinking Color is sophisticated bartending that creates signature cocktails for your special occasion. Wow your family, friends, and business associates next time with Drinking Color. You can contact the owner, Kiki Lewis, at 678-813-7102. That's 678-813-7102. You can also email her at drinkandcolor@gmail.com and follow on Instagram at drinkandcolor. And tell her you were referred by the Wait a Minute Show. Drinking Color, cocktail catering. Let the cocktail sparkle at your next event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back and you are listening to
It's the Wait a Minute Show
here on X Squad Radio Network. So do not forget, after X Squad Radio Network, Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are on another show, thewaitaminuteshow.com. There, we do the same show on different platforms. So make sure you're catching that as well on Saturdays. One last question, or one last comment, I should say, and then I'll move into Major League Baseball. This was about college football and, and just this whole virus thing. But that's the part I don't understand. Nobody has a real definition of what safe to play means. And that is. And that's why I was just talking about the whole thing with Hard Knocks and how they were administering their tests, and the ones that I took, or the one that I took, I haven't taken more than one, but the one COVID-19 test that I took, it was different. And honestly, here's the thing. I'm not putting it on someone to say, you know what, you got to give me a definitive answer. Give me exactly what I'm looking for, because this thing has changed. This thing has altered life, and we are playing catch up, and we are trying to figure, this thing out. So that's why I just, wonder what safe to play means. If you got the answer out there, medical people, and as far as you do X, Y, and Z, and it will minimize, your chances, or it will give you a percentage of. Nobody's out there doing that, because they're still trying to figure this thing out. So I just wonder, because if something does happen, then, we go back to those numbers that those, medical advisors were talking about, and just like, all right, what was the percentage? What was the chances? Do we know? We're figuring this out on the fly. So, Major League Baseball, yes, we're talking about baseball again, and we're talking about the Astros. But I have to, because they were involved earlier this week in a little scuffle with the Oakland A's. And this whole thing really just started out, guys talking trash, and back and forth, and, and all this stuff. But one of the Astros coaches had some choice words for one of the Oakland A's players. And it started off, the guy lost his mind. He was finna try and tear the coach's head off, which, of course, guys come off the bench, and everything. And so baseball players, they stand around a little bit and everything. So nothing just really, really popped off. But here's the thing. Because of the actions and everything, people still got suspended. And this thing with the Houston Astros, and I said this when they got into it with the Dodgers, because 3 of their players, got hit by a pitch, and that really, stirred up some things. And I said, you know what? I really forgot that the players would probably handle this on their own, since Major League Baseball failed them. And yes, Major League Baseball failed the league. Not just the players, the league, fans, everyone, the history of this thing. Because Major League Baseball, in my eyes, in my own personal opinion, they let Houston off the hook. You let them keep their championship. You didn't suspend. When you fired, you basically got the coach and general manager fired, but you didn't really throw the hammer or throw the gavel, whatever it is, at players that were involved in this whole cheating scandal. You took away some draft picks. Don't nobody give a damn about that. You basically just said, hey, it was worth it. And now these players are like, no, we're going to take matters into our own hands. We're not putting up with any crap. We're going to go ahead and set it off if we got to set it off. And if anybody on the Houston Astros want it, we'll give it to them. Since Major League Baseball didn't do anything. So and now players are complaining that the league, and then here's the other thing. Yeah, they're complaining that Major League Baseball is protecting the Astros. And they may be, because they dropped the ball on this whole thing. So for me, you got to just deal with what's going to happen. Unfortunately, that's where we are. It was obvious. You found out they cheated. Yeah, they were remorseful, and all that stuff because they got caught. And when it was time for justice to be served, your Uber Eats showed up or something. I don't know. You got distracted. You hit the wrong button. Somebody on the team is your play cousin. I don't know. I still can't figure this out. Where you have people who are Reggie Bush got his Heisman Trophy taken from him. The Fab Five got wins taken from him, not banners and all this stuff, and Chris Webber and all, you can't come to the campus. This is the rest of the season. And this is only 60 games that they're playing. I can see this rolling into next year, just depending on how the team is made up. If those players are still on the team. This is another thing that you put on the wall about missed opportunities. I'm not going to go down to the whole steroids thing. But this is what's going to happen. And I was talking about, the fans were going to be giving them the business, but the Astros just going to have, look, you got away with it. So you got to take what's coming to you. Not throwing at someone's head. I'm not, supporting that or anything like that. But those pitches that's going to be coming, you got to take it. You're going to get tired of it, but you got to take it. You put yourself in that situation, and anyone that joined on that team, you knew what was coming. And you got to deal with it. But Major League Baseball, they should shame on them. Shame on them for doing that. Also, shame. We were just talking about the Marlins. We were just talking about kids being kids. We were just talking about being responsible amid this whole COVID-19 thing. And you listen to the Wait a Minute show with your man, Jelani J.B. Bodie. Cleveland pitcher, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this man's name right, Zach Plesac, got sent home. Yeah, go home, Zach, go home. For hanging out with friends when he was in Chicago. I guess they were playing the White Sox or the Cubs, one of those teams. He goes out. The team finds out, and now everybody is hot. His teammates, his coaches, obviously fans. And he knew right away he had messed up. He has apologized for his actions. But again, this is like, I'm trying to figure out, what are we missing now? Because this is not like you were the first person to go out and this happened. You had to know about the Marlins. You had to know about the Cardinals. And of course you knew about COVID. But this just shows you how that quick a decision can be made, and you just kind of like, in your mind, you're like, it's not a big deal. Or in your mind, I'm going to be safe. In your mind, you're going to be, I'm going to do what I need to do to minimize. I'm going to go out, but I'm not going to be surrounded by 100 people. And the whole thing is that you got protocols in place and you rules, and you broke those rules. Maybe you think maybe he thought he wasn't going to get caught or anything like that, but